Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I will show you the basic how to use Promodel software. Once you have clicked on the Promodel software, this is the layout that you will see for Promodel. Today I will show you what you can do using the Promodel software. The first one is if you want to open a model, you can click on the open a model and then you can find any models that you have saved. Or if you would like to take a look at the example or the demo model, you click on run demo model and then you can choose one from here and then you click OK. And for the start fit, this one is for the random number generator. For the first thing is, this is the layout. For the Promodel, over here we have File, Edit, View, Build, Simulation, Output, Tools, Windows, and Help. In order for you to do the Promodel simulation build tab, there are 4 items for you to use in Promodel simulation. The location, entities, processing, and arrival. Okay, for the location and the entities, these are under the category that you need to do the declaration. And for the processing and the arrival, this one you need to make sure that the path that you need to declare, where it will go. I will continue to show you on how to declare the location and also the entities. Okay, we are doing the basic things. Okay, first of all, what we need to do is we need to save it. We need to save it first. So go to the build, go to the general information, and just write down any names for this file to be saved. Okay, basic simulation. And then as you can see over here, the units, so we will be using minutes, and also the distance is by feet. All in all, it is based on the criteria given at the question. So we click OK. There you are. Then we already saved this simulation. Okay, next. Okay, first of all, the first thing is you need to do declaration for the location. Okay, when you click on the location, there are 2 things that will add up to the layout. Yeah, the graphic tools and also the declaration things that you need to declare over here. Okay, for the graphic tools, you need to put it on the layout. Okay, once you put it on the layout, it will be appear over here. It means that the declaration have been made. Okay, let me show you one example. I want to put 3 items on the layout based on the graphic tools. Yeah. Okay, first of all, I would like to put a palette. Okay, click on the palette picture. And then you put it over here. This is just an example. Okay, maybe you didn't know what is the names of all the graphics. So you just can put your cursor and then there will be a name. Okay, now take a look over here. Once I put one palette at the layout, it will appear on top of this. It means that you have put one declaration over here. Maybe you are confused, okay? Where am I at the moment? Because there are lots of things that you need to do. So all in all, you just refer over here. It means that you are at the location parts. Okay, next, I would like to put a turning center. Just click on the picture and then click on the layout. There, when you put at the turning center, then it will be highlighted. So these are the second image. Next, I will choose bridge mill. Put it over here. So for the location, the summary is I have put 3 things or 3 items that need to be declared. It is the palette, turning center, and bridge mill. So for over here, there are things that you can change. How you want to change, okay? When you see these 3 dots over here, it means that there is more. So you can change over here based on the condition given in the question. Okay? Please remember, when you see these 3 dots, it means that there are more things that you can choose. Something like this. Okay? So I already finished do declaration at the location. So next, before we move on to the entities, what does location mean? It means that these are all the resources, all the machine that will be used, all the things that will be used for the entities. Next, we go to the build, click on the entities. Okay, now, what is entities? Entities is the things, yeah, that go from the input and will be an output, an item that will be in a process from input to the output. Okay, now for the entities, we need to do some declaration. Okay, I will choose the palette boxes. Click. So once I click on the palette boxes, it will appear over here. Why it doesn't appear on the layout? Because entities will have to go in a process, to go, and entities need to be processed. So entities, we just do some declaration. Okay, now, so the palette boxes is the entities. Next, what we need to do is, after we have declared the location and also the entities, next step is we need to do the paths, yeah? So we move on to the arrival, okay? Because first of all, it is related to the arrival of the entities. So now, because we have declared it at the entities, now the palette boxes appear over here. For the arrival and also the processing, you just need to choose wisely over here. Okay, now the arrival of the entities. Please remember the 3 dots. So the entities that we have declared is the palette boxes. Okay, click OK. And then the location, there are 3 locations that we have declared. So we need to choose where it will go. So we go to the turning center, the second one. For Promodel, you need to visualize. So the palette boxes will be at the palette. And then it will move on to the turning center. So the quantity, each is 1. Okay, whatever quantity based on the question. And then the first time, we put it as a 0 because it is the first time. So this will be the first one that will be processed. Occurrences, we make it 1000. And also the frequency, you just key in E2. Okay, what does it mean by the frequency? Frequency is mean that it is the distribution. So it can be U for uniform, T for triangle, E for exponential, the mean, and N for normal. All and all, Promodel actually is related to the statistic. So this is the common use distribution function. So you just key in based on the question. Okay, now we have finished with the arrival. Okay, after the entities, we will move on to the arrival. Go to the build, we will move on to the processing. So when it is in the process, there will be 2 tables, the process and also the routing. It means that the path that you need to assign to the entities, where it should go. So entities, okay, as you can see for the process, because there are 3 items that we have declared in the location, so for the process, it will be 3 things that you need to declare. Okay, we do it one by one. Okay, please remember, for process, the first row, it is related to the routing at the first row also. So now entities, We choose palette boxes because we only declare the palette boxes. And the location, the palette boxes must be at the palette. Operation, no need to use it first. And then the output, so the entities, the palette boxes at the palette location. The output will be palette boxes. Remember, palette boxes is the entities and the destination is go to the turning center. Take a look at over here. You can see the word move logic. There is a logic builder, that you can find inside the move logic. It means that is the condition. So move logic, when you click on it, there will be a pop-up that says move logic. Click on this build, and then there will be things, the condition that you can use. Later there will be more exercise using the logic builder. So once you have do the process and also the routing, as you can see, there is an arrow pop up over here. The arrow means that from the palette, it will go to the turning center. So what we need to do from the turning center, go to the bridge mill. What we need to do under process. Okay, so the first row has been finished. So how we want to go to the second row? Put your cursor at the first row and then click enter. There you are. Please remember, in order to add up more row, you need to click enter. Okay, now, so the entities, palette boxes, the location. Now, the location is at the turning center. As you can see, this is the second row. So for the routing, this is also for the second row. Okay, how you want to create from the turning center, go to the bridge mill. The same process. So the output is palette boxes, destination. From the turning center, we go to the bridge mill, right? Click OK. There you are. Another arrow will appear. It means that we are at the right track. Okay, now from the bridge mill, where it will go? Where the palette boxes will go. So that is the end of the process, and the palette boxes will become the output. Okay, now do the third one, the palette boxes. The entity, palette boxes, location, bridge mill, output, palette boxes, destination, exit. Okay, it seems that so far so good. Okay, the declaration, the logic is based on the image at the layout and also the arrow. It seems that we have done it correctly. So how you want to run the simulation? How you want to know if this simulation is correct? Either you can go at the simulation and click run, or you just click over here. Just play. So they will pop up say that save the model before running. Okay, we save it and we put it over here. Basic same name, yeah. Basic simulation, and the extension is MOD. MOD stands for models. Click save. So I already put the file name. Be careful, you need to delete this asterisk or the star, yeah. These are the location that I would like it to be saved. So click on save. Okay, after that, as you can see, it's happening, it is running. Okay, when there is a error, okay, you cannot run this simulation. But it seems that our simulation is a success. So do you want to see the result? Okay, click yes. Also, these are the general report that you need to analysis. The location, we can see the utilization with the total entries of 1,000 palette. You need to know the location state single, entity activities, and entity state. No waiting at all. These are the things that you need to analyze in order to know that your simulation is better in performance or not. You also can take a look at the histogram, something like this. You just need to play it around.